Hello everybody, this is Dr. Vittorio Puente, el amigo de la gente, coming to you from Canyon Lake, Texas. Well, today I'd like to talk a little bit about a recent issue that arose in our community. The issue is domestic violence and sexual abuse. And the problem is not one that is typical. The problem, everyone knows that domestic violence is a severe and significant issue in our community.
What's your name? Sabrina, is it?
Sabrina managed to call the police and throw the phone under her bed.
Sabrina, we've got an ambulance coming to see you.
Everyone knows that sexual abuse is traumatizing to the children and breaks up families.
I feel very angry towards my mom, and I want to say to her, until you can accept the fact that you were wrong in a situation, that you destroyed me and all the other girls' lives, I don't want you to be a part of my life.
In this situation, a couple of things stood out. And the incident, the situation is this. Recently, in the city of McAllen, there was a multiple homicides, and the multiple homicides included a 30-year-old man, a 42-year-old woman, and the 16-year-old daughter of the woman. The man, it turns out, was the stepfather, and the issue that arose was the man was apparently, this is allegations. It seemed like the man was responding to the 16-year-old's allegations of sexual abuse. She made an outcry, and the 30-year-old man responding to it killed his wife and the 16-year-old. The wife, of course, was the mother of the 16-year-old. The problem that stood out was the 16-year-old's behavior started to change. It was changing. The 16-year-old and the 13-year-old daughter or sister of the 16-year-old, they both they were withdrawing and becoming more aloof with their father. It seems that. And the father was trying to have more and more time with them, concerned about what the atmosphere was like in the parents' home. So it turns out that the parents' home, there was domestic violence, and the allegations of sexual abuse seem to have a foundation to them. So the difficulty here is this. I say caution to any woman who has adolescent kids to become leery to allow someone significantly younger than her to allow access to those kids. Well, the problem then is, how much safety can there be? Is there enough monitoring and vigilance to secure the safety of the kids in the house? We'd like to think that the person that is coming to you and asking you for more time, developing a romantic relationship with them is legitimate, and for the most part it probably is. But there's the risk. How much are you going to protect yourself against loneliness versus protecting your children? It's a delicate balance, but there needs to be a conversation. There needs to be communication, lines of communication opened between the parent and the children. There needs to be greater conversations about what discipline and how much time they're supposed to spend together. There needs to be an understanding among the children that they can always come to you to discuss these issues, to discuss your concerns, your fears. By doing that, may be able to prevent a tragedy. And the tragedy normally has to do with how can we protect our kids? And that's one of the greatest ways to do it. We have to think about the intentions of the other person. It has to be highlighted in how you're going to be talking to your kids. What is the intentions? What do you expect out of that partner of yours? And if there's any discussion if there's any violence, one point of violence is all you need.
She says she's been beaten by her partner, Paul Hopkins, for over 6 hours.
Are you going to be happy to give a statement about what's happened today? I don't want to. I don't know. I appreciate that you're scared, but we've taken him away now.
The second area I want to talk about regarding this issue is the outcry the 16-year-old made, and not so much about her, but about the community. Many people that I've interviewed have had points in their time when they discuss what's going on in their life with somebody, with a parent, with a friend, but there's nothing that's done about it. In that light, doing something about it includes we as men. We men, when we are aware of somebody who is violent, who is denigrating and demeaning, puts down women, puts down their wife or their partner, we do not need to justify it and explain it as part of the woman's behavior. We need to step up and let that guy know that that behavior is unacceptable in our community, in our group. Only then will men be second-guessing their behavior. Only then will we find that change where the outcry is going to have a great and significant impacting reaction. Sure, there's potential abuses that are involved in it, where a woman's outcry or a kid's outcry is false and not proven, and the man becomes ostracized and pushed away anyway. That's possible, but that is less likely than allowing somebody who's been abusive to come back without any explanation. Okay, so this is a situation, domestic violence, that affects thousands of families, and many women are able to get out on their own. But this is for those women, this is for the men who do not judge badly the person who is being aggressive with their partner. If you want more information on this issue, you can go to my blog, on my website, or on our website, Mid-Valley Behavioral Health and Psychological Services.com. And you can read about the 3 types of abusers that I've identified through my experiences as a psychotherapist and consultant. So, this is Dr. Vittorio Puente, el amigo de la gente, coming to you from, finally, wintertime in beautiful Canyon Lake and Dam, Texas.